And hello, welcome to Rock Radar Reviews. My name is Smitty or Nate the Rocksmith, whatever you say, just don't call me Nathaniel and we're fine. But this is a very special presentation as I get this channel, this brand new Rock Radar Review channel going. If you're aware, I have an old channel that I really just squeezed all of my different types of content in, including podcasts, and then mixed with rock reviews and reactions and all sorts of things, and I wanted to separate the two. So in that spirit, I'm taking my old reactions from the old channel and posting them here, and the band that I covered the most on that old channel is Biffy Clyro from Scotland, who have become a top 5 all-time favorite, and I finally got to see them live about a week ago, and they've just been in my brain so hard ever since, even more so than before. And I'm like, you know what? Because I posted a review video of the show on the podcast page, and so many followers that were Biffy fans and fans of the old reactions said, where are they? Why? Because I took them off the page. And I said, they're going to come up at some point. So this is all of my single song Biffy Clyro reactions in one place. I don't know how many there are, 14, 15, something like that. Maybe, I don't think 20. I think that's a bit much. But it's close to 2.5 hours of Biffy Clyro reactions. Now, if you watch those Biffy reactions, you also know I did full album and full live set reactions as well. You can still see those. There's a link in this description, and there will be a link, if it's not already, on the homepage of the Rock Radar Review channel, where it features an unlisted playlist from the old What the Hell Everything channel for all of those performances. So you just got to click that link, either here or wherever the fuck it pops up, and you can still enjoy those full album reactions. Some of them are in single song form because that's the way they had to be uploaded, but it's all there too. Everything Biffy that I posted, as much as possible that I could find and put together. Some of them still didn't make any sense, so I did not include them in here, if that makes any sense at all. But we're going to go ahead and kick it off in chronological order. And it's a really fun, quick backstory of how I got started with this band, because when I first started doing reactions, I really had zero idea where to start. How do I find these new bands? Where do I go? It might seem simple, but it was not to me at the time. So what I did is I took the Metallica Blacklist. It was a tribute featuring all sorts of bands that I'd never heard of doing Metallica Black Album covers. And this particular video that this comes from, I did a twofer. I heard the band Off, the punk rock band, doing Holier Than Thou. And then Biffy Clyro did the same cover. And I said, well, I want to hear a Scottish rock band's cover of this. And I'd never heard of this band before. And I didn't even really enjoy it that much. I mean, I kind of appreciated it. But the Biffy community came out in full force and said, listen to this band. And I said, okay. And it's been a love affair ever since. So without further ado, every single Biffy reaction right now. It's a Biffy Clyro marathon. Mon the Biff, Biffy fucking Clyro. Let's roll.
That was really fun. I like that a lot, but I really like it's going to have to be a fucking twofer because I'm not going to make 2 videos for the same fucking song. So why does not? Let's just listen to Biffy Clyro's version, roll right into it. Well, that's way fucking different. fucking do. It makes me want to listen to more of this band, Biffy Clyro from Scotland, who again is not a person, it's a band. But I want to listen to more of it now because right off the bat, I'm not sold on the cover. It's, but it's first reaction. What the fuck? I'll listen to it probably more than once. But I want to hear more songs from this artist to see what their sound, because I'm assuming their sound, whatever that means, is something similar to, what they're doing.
Where you from? Gossip is burning on the tip of your tongue. You lie so much, you believe yourself. Judge not, let she be judged yourself. Holier than thou you are. Holier than thou you are. Holier than thou you are. You are. You. No, not. Before you judge me, take a look at you. Can you find something better to do? Burn your bridges, build them back with wealth. Judge not, but she be judged yourself.
There's a few parts that I really like. I'm just going to keep it rolling, actually. There's a few parts that I really like. There's a few sections and things that they do in it that I really like.
Holier than thou you are. You. No, not.
There is an added, to me, this is my personal opinion, there is an added, sinisterness to it. And that might not make any sense. But there's something a little more sinister about this stripped down electronic rocky version of Holier Than Thou. Something. But again, it's just my opinion, and I tend to smoke a lot of marijuana. Man, hardcore, a lot of hardcore metal and Metallica fans fucking hate this project. I'm glad I'm listening to it, though. It's worth it to listen to it, to hear what other artists are doing. But it's just another fucking sellout argument that people are throwing out at those guys, I'm sure. I do appreciate this version. It's I like what they're doing with it, but it's when Metallica does acoustic versions, they've done them lately, where they totally rework their own songs into something totally different. And that's what this reminds me of, is Metallica's acoustic covers of their own songs, like Blackened and fucking Four Horsemen and some of the other cool stuff that they did. I'm sure that sparked this fucking idea, actually. That's really dirty and ugly. I'm totally gonna listen to more Biffy Clyro. appreciate that. I like that. But if I have to put it head to head with the other one from the band named after a bug spray, Off, I got to give it to Off because that was super cool. I really appreciated that that punk version of Holier Than Thou from the Blacklisted tribute album. And as always, I will take the original over the cover. A Hunger in Your Haunt, Unknown Male 01. Or is it just one? Because it doesn't matter. It is Biffy Clyro, and the few songs that I listened, I really fucking like it. And a couple of the comments were that, because I kind of classified Biffy Clyro from what I heard as sort of just like an evolution in punk rock, man. You know? Prog punk rock almost. Weird fucking shit. And I like that kind of stuff. And I said, man, we got to start doing more reactions to Biffy Clyro because I want to go down that rabbit hole. And I am an impatient person a lot of times when it comes to music. I want to listen to it right now. Let's listen to A Hunger in Your Haunt, Unknown Male 01.
The glass is not half full, it's not half empty. Instead it lays half fucked upon the floor. Reason has gone, purpose has gone. All this guarantees the fucking state we're in.
I said earlier that I'll bring it back here in a hot second. I said earlier that I classified them as like an evolution in punk band, and a lot of comments kind of said that it's just Biffy, man. And I think it's, it's not necessarily punk rock, it's just Biffy, I think was one of the comments. And I'm like, that's the kind of shit that I just love. I love fucking dudes who just get together and come up with shit that sounds good. That's what I gravitate towards. When I say I love rock and roll more than any other fucking music genre of all time, it is because people getting together, collaborating, coming up with something fucking awesome. Yeah, I know there is similar things in other genres of music, but it's way more fucking prevalent in rock and roll. You know what I mean? You get a few instruments, you get a few people together, and just fucking jam and see what happens. And when you have creative people, I think about this shit a lot. When you have creative people getting together with a common goal, that seems like they don't give a fuck what like record producers say. We're going to do what the fuck we want. Those are the kind of people I like. Way too much blue paint. I'd be like, why the fuck are we filming this? Why are we doing this? Can we do this without paint? I'll be in this video. See, this is typically, like, I appreciate the videos. Typically, I don't watch videos for this very reason, because I just tend to get distracted by what the fuck's going on. And it's usually, and not the case here, I'm not knocking this video, but it's usually a director kind of taking their artist interpretation of what the song means or what the vibe is, you know what I mean? We're going to throw some fucking blue paint on these guys. They're going to jam in the middle of a warehouse. I don't know if that's the case, but I just tend to focus on weird shit rather than the music, which is how I want to hear it,
A hunger in your heart, I am chasing pleasure.
It sounds to me like trying to throw you off when you're trying to count.
2, 11, 24, 17, 14.
You think if you call someone, the devil's gonna leave. You think if you write a song and someone else believes, maybe if you find someone and ask them pretty please, they'll help you to understand this devil never leaves. Step out to the unknown, I'll catch you on the way down. Aim high, look out below. We're on our way together into the unknown. I'm gonna try and right my wrongs before I up and leave. Land on the final chord, it's the sweetest sound I heard. And now all that weight is gone, does it bring you sweet relief?
Makes me want to go to Scotland more than I already want to go.
There's some of you and me. Step out to the unknown, I'll catch you on the way down. Aim high, look out below. I'll be there with you wherever you go. Jump out to the unknown, I'll catch you on the way down. Hold tight, I won't let go. We're on our way together into the unknown.
Fucking like that. That was awesome. I'm going to rewind that for in just a moment. But I just liked how they changed that up there because it was okay and I liked it, but it wasn't hitting me, you know? I feel like if I was just listening to it with headphones on, which is how I listen to my music a lot of times, then I would be into that song more. You know what I mean? I feel like if I were just listening to it. But fucking that change up right there into that just dirty, gnarly fucking riffs, and really flowed really well. Like, it worked really well.
Innovation, celebration, adoration, give me more. If only for a day. You can fake it, infiltrate it, incorporate it, little boy. Sell your baby teeth. Isn't it time that we made up our minds? This is insufferable. We can avoid all troubles. Bury your head in the sand all you want. A billion vibrations surround you at once. We're on our way together into the unknown.
I think the reason that I don't typically gravitate or want to watch videos when I do when I listen to music, really, you know, is by and large the same reason I don't pay attention to the lyrics. You know, because I guess the best way to put it is like I don't give a shit about like what the song is about. I care about how the song makes me feel, and then that's all I care about. You know, it's this, if I get into a band enough, then I'll start reading the lyrics on my own and trying to learn the lyrics. You know, but it's the same sort of thing where, you know, I grew up in the MTV generation, you know. I know all about those music videos, and I just remember all sorts of time. I watched that video, and I don't really give a fuck if I ever watch it again. This video is good, but trying to interpret and trying to figure out what it means, I don't give a fuck what the song's about. You know what I mean? I only really care about how it makes me feel in my heart.
Mutilation, self-abasement, water shore for only one more day. Sometimes I purr, sometimes I grow, sometimes I squeak, I can roar. It'll shake your teeth. Isn't it time that we made up our minds? This is insufferable. We can't avoid all troubles. Bury your head in the sand all you want. A billion vibrations surround you at once. We're on our way together into the unknown. Step out to the unknown. I'll catch you on the way down. Aim high, but kite below. I'll be there with you wherever you go. Jump out to the unknown. I'll catch you on the way down. Hold tight, won't let go. We're on our way together into the unknown.
What was it? 19 minus 7 minus 4. Don't fucking throw math at me, Biffy Clyro. As I've said many times, I can't math. I enjoyed that, absolutely. The songs were great. That second song, there was a couple parts that I'd have to sit with a little more. You know what I mean? To catch that vibe. Certainly listening without the video. And look, it's not a knock on the video. It's just the way that I prefer to listen to music. Sometimes I'll listen to the video. Sometimes I'll react to the video. Sometimes I won't. This is actually live from Reading. And I wish I could just remember off the top of my head who I should shout out on Patreon for suggesting Biffy Clyro, but you know who you are. Said, yeah, something from Reading, and I just picked that golden rule because I know nothing. I'm not gonna, watch, at least at this point. Could I make it a full live set reaction? That could be fun. Maybe. I don't know. Tell me what you think. But particularly just one song for this live footage. And that golden rule is it from 2013.
Are you fucking ready? Ready?
I love how much these fucking guys rock and roll, man. These guys, there's the next closest band I can think of to how rocking these guys are as far as like genres. Like, I'm thinking right now, like Queens of the Stone Age. They're probably the closest band that I've heard that is as rocking as Queen of the Stone Age that have come out like post 2000s. I think about this shit a lot, man. They're like a next generation for me, kind of Queens of the Stone Age, but they fucking rock and roll, man. I get really excited about this shit sometimes, and I apologize if that is off-putting. Bass, man. They're fucking fun. Really bums me out sometimes when I find a band later on. Like, these guys have been around fucking 20 years. I watched their documentary and everything, and I'm just like, Jesus, clearly they have a gigantic following, and they fucking killing overseas. How did this band escape me for so long? Golly, gee whiz. This is, I like it. I like it a lot. Holy fuck! Yeah! I want to fucking brawl right now. Like, there are very few, there's a small handful of songs that I should have a growing playlist. That's what I should have. Smitty's fucking Wanna Rage playlist, you know? It's very less frequently in life now that I want to rage too, you know? But sometimes you just get a song and be like, if I was wanting to, like, get in a fight, you know? Need something to fire you up. And it would be this one. 100%. Where the fuck have you been all my life, Biffy Clyro? Woo! Woo! Man. As you can tell, I have a kind of tendency to just wear my heart on my sleeve, you know what I mean? And when I say that was one of my first listen, guaranteed to be forever and ever on my top tier rock and roll fucking songs of all time, especially if the studio version of that. This is, again, you know, I like doing the studio versions, essentially. So if it's like that, even if it was just an end jam to that song, how the fuck can that song be any better? Golly. I just couldn't resist based on the title alone. Get fucked, stud. This is psyching me out.
Distorted smile will tighten its grip. Now somebody is asking when you will disappear. You have to believe yourself to be happy now. You can't rely on someone else to be happy, happy. Get fucked, stud. It's time to kill. Only you see.
I'm going to stop it real quick. I'm going to rewind it just a few seconds here to say I think this is one of those songs, as I said in a previous Biffy reaction, I think this is one of those songs that somebody was like, this is going to make you want to brawl. Like, it's going to get you fucking fired up. It's going to rock the fuck out. So I'm like waiting. Like, oh my God, when's it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
It's time.
I really like the fucking song so far, but you still get that anticipatory feel. I do really like the song, though. They just have a way, man, with like cool songs and cool structures and cool melodies.
Only you see the sun set on amphetamines.
Man, that fucking rhythm section. I mentioned earlier in another reaction to Biffy that I didn't know other names yet. I sort of know their names now, but I always fucking forget. I love this band. I love this band. Just the way that they're able to fucking execute and deliver pretty much every song I've heard so far in a different, fun, musical, rockin' fucking way. Definitely Simon Neil is a fucking songwriting genius, probably, based on what I've heard already. I'm like, oh, this guy fucking just like lyrically, again, structurally, what they're doing, but that rhythm section, I said before that I watched the Prime documentary before I, again, really knew anything about the band, and I had no idea they were twins. I thought it was the same guy, filmed at various times throughout years. Oh, I'm like, he's bald one time and he's got long hair. No, they're twin brothers. James and Ben Johnston spitting images of my fucking family. Shout out to Sam Peck. He didn't have my permission. I didn't have his permission to post his picture. But I mean, come on, it's pretty spot on. There's definitely some fucking resemblance in there somewhere. But that rhythm section is really fucking fun, man. It's about the whole band. It's a classic example of just like it's about the whole band. You can just hear how tight they are. You can hear how much goddamn fun they have. Makes me have fun. Like right now. Shut up, Smitty. This is gonna get ripped, and this is gonna blow my fucking head off, I'm sure. And just little things. It's the little things, you know, that you just throw in every once in a while, here and there. And what didn't blow my head off like I thought it was going to, I was thinking that golden rule, where just that end rip. It wasn't necessarily like that, but just quality, man. Just quality and rocking every fucking time. You can just hear that they have fun, and you can just hear... You can hear the creativity, and that's what the cool part, you know? I just want to listen to cool, creative, rad fucking rock and roll for the rest of my life. It's not a bad, and of course, saving the best for last, because I've absolutely fucking fallen in love with this band, Biffy Clyro. Everything I hear is some of the best, my most favorite rock and roll of all fucking time. And I go back, Dell, I want to say, requested Stingin' Belle live at Tea in the Park 2014. And I can only imagine it is top quality Biffy Clyro fucking rock and roll. Never heard this song before. And real quick, just so you know, and I heard Bob bagpipes, and this gives me rock and roll boners. That's okay. Here's the question in my head, because I'm always like, it's a stupid question. Then why ask it? Start the whole fucking thing over again. Smitty. Here we go. Holy shit. You guys, just like that song, The Golden Rule, that's to me my favorite Biffy Clyro song so far. It was like the most rockin' fucking thing I had heard in I don't know how many years. I listened to that song every day, probably 3 times a day, including during and during runs, workouts, and just in general to get fired up for the day, whatever. And I'm just like, man, live Biffy Clyro, I need to fucking experience immediately. This is already just ripping. My goodness. Bringing it back again. Sorry, guys. This excites me on levels that I haven't heard in a long time.
killing time. Cause mine is yours, and yours is mine. You made me laugh, or I made me cry. Guess I'm right.
Have a way, unlike a lot of fucking bands, because I think they're top tier fucking rock and roll, of just like, it's completely fucking rocking out, but then interchanging melodies and like sing along anthems. You know, my sampling size of Biffy Clyro is relatively small. I've heard some new stuff. I've been going down album reaction rabbit holes on Patreon, so I've heard the first couple albums so far. And then things sprinkled in, you know, here and there. But I'm getting an idea of, like, their growth. Like, I know some people are unhappy, maybe that's not the right word, or would prefer them to be a little more rockin' and not as mellow now. But, I've heard some just fucking great songs. My favorite bands are bands that evolve and do different things. And I put myself in the position listening to just, again, the sampling size that I have so far, Biffy Clyro, and I get an idea of like, oh, okay, they're in like a, you know, they're probably 10 years into their career at this point, probably 4 or 5 albums right off the top of my head. I don't even know. But you can hear the evolution. You know what I mean? You can hear the evolution where you're fucking ripping, but now we're starting to mix in some cool fucking dynamics, some cool songwriting things, some cool melodies that they had before, but I feel like they're really taking advantage of those things now at this point in their career. And I don't have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Fucking jamming, though. They get in these fucking Biffy modes where they just want to destroy all their instruments, which I'm okay with, you know? Where they're just honestly just trying to punish those fucking guitars and honestly, those strings and drums. They're trying to punish them and break them. And I'm sure they succeed once in a while, but this sounds fucking really good. There's a level of fury and fucking intensity with this band too that are very reminiscent with a small handful of bands that I like. Just ferocious is the word to fucking describe it. You know what I mean? Where you just go out there with the mindset to just blow people's fucking faces off. Like Metallica in their fucking heyday. Rage Against the Machine. Are fucking ferocious bands. I mentioned Queens of the Stone Age before. Ferocious fucking live bands. Where you're just fucking ripping. And yeah, there are other bands that rock, but the point is that these guys are ferocious, and I like it. Damn, man, what a fucking band. What a band. What a band. They just have a way. They just have a way of making me love them. I've learned to expect nothing from Biffy except fucking Biffy, and so far that has been more than good enough. Guess we're chair dancing for this one.
Well, how's your view of things today? God young to fade away. The sinners sin but aren't aware. Our fables take us everywhere. I can't keep up with you. I can't keep up. I can't compete with history. We'll film a live but dub our tale. The mystery must stay inside. Look our homes, look our lives in control of the morning. In control of the sea. You are creating all the bubbles at night. I'm chasing around and trying to pop them all the time. We don't need to trust a single word they say. You are creating all the bubbles at play. There's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl. She's down by the river. In her own creepy world, there's a girl, there's a girl. She's down by the river. It's time to consider that maybe it's a sinner. She'll wash away your sins, wash away your sins. She'll wash away your sins, wash away your sins. She'll wash away your sins and go home.
Damn, I love that. I just have a fucking knack for like catchy ass melodies.
I can accuse him of a moral slip. Well, he came back and claimed to change. I know his life's the same again.
That fucking bass is just going in the fucking background, man. Just good, clever melodies, mixed with just this gnarly ass bass and rhythm section. I say it. I've said it many times, probably by now, that I've never heard a band like Biffy Clyro before. Somebody put on the comment section, they're the greatest band of all time, and I could never, ever dispute somebody else's opinion for, first of all, that in general, but with this band too, because if I had been involved with this band for 20 fucking years, I would probably be like, yeah, they might be the best band ever. But I've not been with them forever. I've only been with them for about 4 or 5 months, and you know, my still growing sampling size, very small still though, can just see it, you know. This got a fucking way.
Time as him again. I should let it go. You are creating all the bubbles at night. I'm chasing around trying to pop them all the time. We don't need to trust a single word they say.
Those layered guitars too.
You are creating all the bubbles that play. There's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl. She's down by the river. In her own creepy world, there's a girl, she's down by the river. It's time to consider that lady is the center. There's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl.
I will say, at the risk of interrupting yet again, that the singer, and at this point, I think I got it by memory, but if I don't, then I'm sorry. I suck at these things. Simon Neil. He might be... he's one of the top lyric writers for me. You know? What a fucking writer. What a writer that guy is. Just clever, thoughtful lines, and how he weaves them together. Yep. Creative as fuck. They will just fucking slam away at any given fucking moment. You know what I mean? You never know when it's going to come. It is that in unison fucking just slamming thing that they do. Probably better than anybody. Out of nowhere. Like a shot of adrenaline. Man, what a fucking outro. What a fucking outro. Man, that had my high ass just fucking grooving. Like out the end there. That golden rule, the outro in that song is one of my favorite fucking things of all time. I ripped that fucking song. But that outro too. These guys just know. They're like, this sounds fucking rad. Let's do this all the time. But they don't do it all the time, which shows good patience and good songwriting, because they could fucking rip every single song that they ever make, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, so Biffy fucking Clyro, I'm stoked. And this is from the album Opposites. And the song is Accident Without Emergency.
The light leaves me terrified. I hate when the darkness dies. Don't you ever want to be brave?
People that have never watched me react to a Biffy Clyro video, I'm constantly blown away by them. And I don't get blown away by bands really ever. They're some of my favorite, most top-notch fucking rock and roll of all time. So I'm always waiting for that thing. What's going to happen? What's going to drop? What are these fucking guys going to do next? You know? So I'm in that mindset right now. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
It seems that we feel the same way.
That's fun.
I would never leave you crawling, even on the bathroom floor. It can be a lonely place. Have you ever been there before? No need to run away. No need to run away.
It's so fucking awesome. That's like a spaghetti western sounded thing. Bong, bong. I expect fucking... I can't whistle. I'm sorry.
To run away. No need to run away. Once you feel love, you'll taste the pain. Sent from above, you can't complain. Can't raise my head this morning. My mind's needing cauterized. I'm in the shallow and drowning. It's the simple flies. Or am I on a wall? Or am I on a wall? Girl, I should have told you, but I've never been brave. Standing side by side, we'll take this whole place. The light leaves me terrified. I hate when the darkness dies. Don't you ever want to be brave? It seems that we feel the same way.
And this is so good.
If this is an accident, then where's the heart? At least someone here should be covered in blood. Tell me how to recognize you now that you're compromised. My skin's covered in holes. Can you please take a look inside? No need to hesitate. No need to hesitate.
And what a fucking grooving ass song this is. I am into this shit, man. Whew. Just a fucking... I just imagine just sitting in that crowd for that song. You know? The whole fucking crowd just got to be fucking swaying. And I'm sure there's some rad live footage you all are commenting with right now. You should be looking at this, Smitty. Sorry, I yelled that. That was off-putting for everybody, including myself. The moral of the story is that is fucking groovy as shit. I am into it.
Girl, I should have told you, but I've never been brave. Standing side by side, we'll take this whole place.
everything's hitting on this one. Man, I'm going to listen to that song probably 3, 4, 5 times tonight. Probably just sitting here vibing. Woo. I like that song a lot. What a fucking thumper. And just those guys, I was thinking while that song was going on, I'm like, they're composers, like punk rock composers in a way. There's no fucking way to describe them. And when I first started reacting to them, that was the comment that stood out. Well, dude, there's only Biffy. Like, there really is. You can only sound like Biffy. You can't compare them to anybody else. And it's so fucking true. But they write such musical pieces that are parts metal and parts punk rock and fucking melodic and grooving and smart and fucking this, the lyricism. I can't get enough of Simon Neil's fucking lyrics. It just hit, man. It just hit. Yes, please. Another. Biffy Clyro, Wolves of Winter, live at Zagat 2017. I'm pretty fucking stoked.
You are no exception. There are no reruns. Justify your reasons. Now it is my turn.
Fucking awesome. Man, I know they have such a wide range from what I've heard already and what I can't wait to hear more of. They just like have such a wide range of like presentations. It could be fucking rockin', it could be electronic, it could be super melodic, ballady, whatever. But it's always fucking quality, you know? And I just love the fact that no matter what they're doing, they can always fall back on just probably rocking fucking harder than most bands I've seen, man. They fucking rock so hard and it makes me happy.
You can achieve anything, just remember I see. Let's do it,
Yep. I am plotting I will see Biffy Clyro live at some point in my life soon over the next few years. All right, the requester on this is Dell. I think you requested this a little bit ago. He says, I know I've said it before, but different people live at Tea in the Park is simply sublime live video to watch. It's the opening song of an incredible set. So let's do that right now. Biffy Clyro, Different People, Tea in the Park, 2014.
Enjoy your Friday night headliner, one of the best bands in the world. This will be a moment.
I agree
to
with
remember.
that.
Enjoy.
More and more. Fuck, I want to see these guys live so bad. Like, it always, I'm sorry. I can understand totally getting emotional at a show. I probably got emotional at a few shows. Tom Petty, Foo Fighters, a couple. But it's always funny to watch. You're like, because I'm a fucking dick. You know what I mean? It's always funny, but I empathize with it. And this is one of those bands that I can totally see. I'm not making light of the fact that people get emotional. It's just funny to watch, I guess, because I'm a dick again. But I can totally see being so overwhelmed by a band you fucking love, you know, being overwhelmed. You finally get to see them live. You can't fucking believe it. Whatever the circumstances. Shut up, me.
I can feel so wrong. You try to console me. Your chance has long gone. So baby, will you take my hand so we can do what the others can? We are alive tonight. We are alive tonight. Come on, T, let's hear. There's no such thing as home.
I love these guys so much.
So strong. That's why the others have gone.
I said it before, I'm going to say it again and probably many more times when I fucking watch and react to fucking Biffy Clyro. They rock so fucking hard. It is like, honestly, some of the fucking coolest, most original, smartest fucking music that I've heard. It rocks so fucking hard. Whew. You just never know what they're gonna fucking do. I think I'm going to throw out a word to describe Biffy Clyro that I was very shut up. That I was very hesitant to throw out for a while, even though I've listened to a lot of their music so far. And honestly, I did a reaction video to the third album. The name of the album is escaping me, and I have to say I didn't like it. I was shocked that I didn't like it. It was just a departure for me on dynamic and but the other sampling size that I've heard from Biffy Clyro and just how they are able to again write cool original songs. The titles are awesome. Lyrically and then weave those fucking cool vocal melodies that he chooses to use over just some of the coolest, most fucking inventive, rock music I've heard in a long time, and have it fucking rock and roll. I'm gonna throw out the word brilliant. I really fucking feel like this band is a brilliant rock and roll band, man, and I am so fucking glad that I am going down this rabbit hole. So by request, Craig and Greg both requested Spanish Radio from the Opposites album from 2013, I do believe. Now, Biffy motherfucking Clyro, who I have absolutely fallen head over heels in love with. Whew. What's this gonna do?
I'm gonna walk to the water's edge, refuse to be cleansed, but struggle in. Your crown don't fit, so vacate the throne and off of your head. I need a shoulder to cry on. I got a heart, I got a reason to love you all. Every single person is not at all our conversation. I'm looking for total dislocation.
Man, I adore that chorus. I don't know if that is the chorus. Just that little sing-along harmony right there is really fucking catchy.
I need a shoulder to cry on.
What a lyricist he is.
I got a heart, I got a reason to love you all. Every single person, it's not at all our conversation. I'm looking for total dislocation. I always wake to the sound of your voice, and I am floating on an ominous cloud. This dark land, looming over the hill, maintain a holy stance and protect your children. I got a heart, I got a reason to love you all. Every single person, it's not at all our conversation. I'm looking for total dislocation. I got a tree, it's time to cut it to its knees. Don't wanna rush it, we got to please. We have to glisten as I remain in splendid isolation.
Is that a trumpet? I know that sounds Spanish to me, probably hence the name. But I don't actually know what the instrument's called. Is it simply a trumpet? Is it a Spanish trumpet? I feel very ignorant of that fact. Either way, it sounds really fucking nice in this little section, man. Like, who'd have thought it? Would you have heard that particular sound and you're like, man, that would be great in a song? Or, I don't know. I don't know the story behind it. Man, this is building fucking... I feel like this is going to go somewhere awesome. I'm going to rewind that a little bit. Just the build is infectious. And you're just like, you feel... I can feel it in my gut that I'm just like, oh boy, here we go.
I got a heart, I got a reason to love you all. Every single person, it's not at all our conversation. I'm looking for total dislocation. I've got a tree, it's time to cut it to its knees. Don't wanna rush it, we got to please. We have to glisten as I remain in splendid isolation.
Man.
You could be lost at the same time as
Man,
me.
that hit me right in the fucking chest, man. That was, hey, I don't know why. I mean, I do. It's just a weird thing how certain music just fucking hits you. You know what I mean? Like, there's probably a million fucking bands that could try to do that same thing and just not have it be as effective. You know what I mean? It didn't build to the crescendo that I expected. It went back down into that, that harmony that I fucking love. And I'm like, oh, cool. Well, if you close the song on that, that's fucking rad. Maybe fade that out or something. And then, hey, I'm like, ooh.
You could be lost at the same time as being fine.
What a fucking lyric.
You could be lost at the same time as being fine.
put that one on the top 5 Biffy list. Holy shit, man. I don't know where that falls on the Biffy spectrum as far as like hits, deep stuff. I don't know. But all I know is I love this fucking band. You know, I really just love this band. Everything is different. And honestly, the way that, is it Simon Neil? And I know the names, and but the way that he fucking writes lyrics and vocal harmonies is really, really impressive to me. You know, some man just got a way, and they got a fucking way, and that's the Biffy way, and that's really the best way. And I wish I would have remembered to pull up who requested this. I think it was patron Steve or Craig. I could be wrong on that. You know who you are. Said, you know what? You need to listen to Biffy Clyro doing Buddy Holly from Weezer. And I know that song very well. Heard it a lot, especially on my time working in fucking rock radio. So I'm well versed in that song. So that being said, I don't know if I've ever heard the only other cover I've heard of Biffy Clyro doing, I think, is the first thing I ever heard from them, which was the cover of Metallica, Holier Than Thou, I think. And they put such a fucking different electronic-y, if I remember, spin on it. So you know they're going to do something fucking cool and different. Golly. And I have heard and seen on YouTube Simon Neil. God, I feel like I always get his fucking name wrong. Saw him do Kate Bush running up that hill. So I have seen that before as well.
What's these homies kissing my girl? Why did he go to front?
Man!
What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent?
Man, that's so fucking cool. It's just different way of delivering the whole instrumental. Probably, it seems like, at least it's not really sounding like the original at all instrumentally. But the vocals, I don't know, they're just decided to just like, hey, let's just do the vocal delivery essentially the same and just fuck up everything else around it. Fuck up in a good way. But that's cool.
Violent. Don't you ever fear, I'm always near. I know that you'll be there. Your tongue is twisted, your eyes are slit. You need a guardian. Ooh, ooh, you know I'm yours. Ooh, ooh, I know you're mine. Ooh, ooh, you know I'm yours. Ooh, ooh, let's borrow time.
That fucking bass stumping.
Just like Buddy Holly. Oh, oh, and you're married to the bar. I don't care what they
Whoa!
say about it.
Holy shit. That just was fucking crushing, raging thunder going in there with those super faithful vocals, man. What the fuck is happening in this song?
Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, oh, and you're married to the bar. I don't care what they say about it anyway. I don't care about that.
Ah. Yeah, coming up. That bass is so dirty and gnarly and heavy. I didn't know that this would be the preferred way that I want to hear the song. Fucking Christ, that's like one of the heaviest goddamn grooves I've heard in a really long time. How they kept that same faithful to the original style vocal delivery, but slowed it down in like a way more sinister fucking way and vibe to it, which was really fucking cool and interesting. And then like, it just sounds way more depressed, you know, than when they had it originally. Way more like a depressed vibe to it, and then fucking rage. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is happening? Man. Back just a little bit. That was so fucking cool. How they brought the original, I think, guitar part. So this is the first like original instrumental part of the original song that they're bringing into this. Is just over that fucking heaviest groove I may have ever heard in my life. You also, before, I know we're just going to end in like 20 seconds, but you also fully expected them to fucking stop that fucking clunk, 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 clunk thing. You totally expected them to stop that and bring it back into like the sort of original vibe that the song had. Nope, we're not doing that. Man, yeah, that is definitely my preferred version of that song now. Who knows how long it will be. I do like Weezer, and I do like, I just saw them live a couple years ago, and love that fucking song, man. So, but that, I'm going to be listening to that quite a bit. It's only on fucking YouTube, by the way. I tried to find that. I know it was on like a cover album, essentially. I wanted to throw this out there right meow for you guys. It's for you guys. And that is the B-side, Thundermonster. So, you guys, let's do that right now. Thundermonster, which just sounds fucking fun.
You've been caught in the middle of a wedding crash. We are lost in a ritual of all the late greats of jazz. All we need is a wrecking ball with shredded glass. To scrape slowly around my shoulders, no, I never get tired of red.
I love so much that you just never expect what you're going to hear from this fucking band. It's a really nice lyrical flow that he's got going here. Some of the lyrics that I've picked up, I'm like, that's fucking fun wordplay. But just a nice little simple opening here as I'm going to bring it back just a little bit. But the fact that I know that, you know, at any moment, something could fucking go drastically 180 on one of these songs, on a Biffy Clyro song. And even just drinking my water, I'm like, is it going to surprise me and choke me? You know, I'm like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Anyway, I made my point.
Tired of red.
It's a nice little fucking thing.
Although I feel it sometimes, we all know when enough is enough. To the earth, can we switch this all off and disregard and cause them all our rampant wizards and our faraway dreams? We're caught in the middle of a dreaded farce, running circles, pushing squares, got my triangle close to my heart.
They did that same section right there, the do 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 do, but in this second time that they've done it, there's a little more edge to it. There's a little more chunkiness to it. And again, they hit you with that 180 with the dunk dunk dunk, and I think they're going to do that again. That was the technical term, actually, the dunk dunk dunk. Sounds fun. I think that was the lyric in there was something far away dream. And that's what it sounds like. It sounds like we're in a dreamy state. It's not just that I'm high. Or the more we dream, sounds very dreamy. Man, that fucking bump thing that they do, or that they did, that Biffy thing that they do, that fucking where it's just in unison, dun 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 dun, all the instruments at the same fucking time. It sounds more violent than any band I can think of. When that band does that in unison pounding fucking boom, it sounds like they're trying to break everything, first of all. Second of all, I don't know how the fuck you can't listen to that and just fucking rage when they're doing that thing, man. When that Biffy thing. Hey, this is Weird Leisure, live from the Barrowland Ballroom in Glasgow, Scotland. Is that right? Glasgow's in Scotland, right? Yeah, whew. For sure. I should say Weird Leisure is a song I have not heard before from Biffy Clyro, and that is from the Celebration of Endings 8th studio album from Biffy. So there you go.
Where's everybody gone? Is it around to the house? We're fighting an ugly war, and it's no good to freak out. Oh, please.
The obligatory compliment to the rhythm section, by the way. I suck at fucking remembering their names all the time. The Johnstons, right? Yeah, the Johnston brothers. Man, they bring such a thunder and cohesiveness to this fucking band on top of the brilliance of Simon Neil songwriting. And I say brilliance with 100% fucking confidence, man. I also learned that he plays violin. I didn't know that. A comment on a Spanish radio request on YouTube. So that he tries to play violin on every fucking song, and I'm like, this guy.
Senior shit colors and there's nothing underneath. Only green. Let's tear at the station, there's nothing on underneath. When I caught your eye, I glimpsed a black star. Going on and on, you're not looking civilized. You're bursting into pieces. You polish off your cocaine. Your face is fucking numb. I am almost in my heart. Look out the window. See what you could hide. And I could be the best friend you ever had. Now everybody's gone. They've all abandoned my house. Nobody comes and goes, but it's no good to freak out.
I feel like that was August 2020 that this was recorded. So this has to be a crowdless gig at the Barrowland Ballroom. I didn't hear any crowd, and clearly it's a live recording. What a weird time we've lived through, you know? I'm not saying it wasn't necessary. I'm not suggesting anything other than it's definitely like a weird time to fucking live through, man, where internet is very new to most of us, you know? And it's just like with the ability, you can just do this, put out fucking live shows with nobody in the crowd, and you can watch it from home. It's kind of fucking rad, but there's a definite vibe when you're watching like live shows without crowds that were, you know, during lockdown and things like that. It's fascinating to me, and a great fucking song, by the way.
You see, focus on others and just be a part of your dreams. It's fucking mean. Let's tear at the station, there's nothing on underneath. When I caught your eye, I glimpsed a black star. Going on and on, it's a shame to be civilized. Picking up the pieces, stepping up in your shame. You're my number one. I am only on my mind. down the wind so see why you're going out. Then I could be the best friend you've ever had. We let you close, all pleasure goes. We let you close, all pleasure goes. We let you close.
I love hearing the evolution of this band and bands that I love in general. You know, obviously I'm late to the Biffy Clyro club, so I'm hearing the evolution as it's happened. You know, you're not following the journey necessarily as it's happening real time, but I definitely hear the not as much of the what's the best way to describe this? We've talked about it on like album reviews and such and reactions, where you know so many like different like elements within a song, you know, where you got a groove happening really very briefly, and then it changes grooves. You know, there's less of that in here, and it's more focused on layers and it's more focused on dynamics, which I fucking really like, man. There's a beauty to this song that is undeniable.
Pleasure goes. We let you close, all pleasure
Wait a minute.
goes.
They have obviously there's another guitar player, right? This is the first time I've noticed it. I think I saw him before, but I didn't put two and three together. So I can assume that they have a touring musician, another guitar. So
Pieces, you started your life again. You're my number one. I only hope on. Ride the wind so surveying all we have.
I could be wrong.
I believe that.
It could have just been the light on Simon Neil's hair. It made him look like super blonde, unless I did see another guitar player. I was just like, oh, there's another fucking person in the band, but it's probably just lighting.
My turn, don't hold me back.
Always with these guys, man. Fuck yeah, live radio concert 2013. Okay. All right, I think we're ready. Boom, blast, and ruin. God damn it. Why the fuck I'm always so blown away with how much this band rocks out. Every time I see some sort of live clip, I'm impressed in some sort of fucking way. And I wonder, will it ever stop being impressive? You know? Probably not. This is a band that I want to see live, and I want to see live again and again, and I'm getting into their back catalog. I have my own Biffy Clyro playlist now, and there's a fuck ton of things I'm getting into, obviously, the album reviews and such, and reactions. But I'm always fucking impressed with just how much they fucking rock out. That was like the first thing that ever struck me about them, was I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is incredibly fucking raging.
I wake up and I course with sweat and tears. Salt. I swallow truths. We felt like ice cream on an open wind. Sing our cathedrals down into the ocean. We rise on the side. Rock into magic. Truth is in motion. Cover the well. For your flag. Torso. Action for you won't rely. You used to be wrong. Used to be right.
Fuck yeah, man. Honestly, it could be the title of a porno. It's the perfect threesome. You know what I mean? It really fucking is. How much I enjoy the fucking rhythm section and the bass and how they work together. The fucking backup harmony vocals that they do. The songwriting. From a lyrical standpoint, the smart fucking compositions and the songs written, obviously, by Simon Neil. It's the perfect fucking threesome. It's always impressive.
Blue lights moving down, cause it's distraction. You're reaching hell. I can't survive.
Goddamn.
Truth is in motion.
That came out of fucking nowhere.
In hell.
Bam!
Truth is in motion. Cover the well. For your flag. For from action to you won't realize. You used to be wrong. Used to be right. You used to be wrong. Used to be right.
Look at that fucking room! Man! You guys, look at that fucking room. I didn't really realize how, like, intimate of a venue. You could tell it was small, but I didn't really, couldn't tell the intimacy of the venue, but what a fucking setting to see that band. That shit gets me excited, man. All the way. Not all the way. That's not what I meant. Recorded for Howard Stern David Bowie tribute. Fucking A, go with that one. I was really waiting for it to be recognizable. You know, there's a lot of fucking covers where they do their own thing with it so much, and it's almost unrecognizable. like, what was it, Biffy's cover? One of the first fucking things I ever listened to from Biffy was their cover of Holier Than Thou from Metallica. And a similar thing. You're like, oh, I'm waiting for the tune that I know. And you're like, oh, there it was. And for all I know, it could shift 6 fucking times. For lack of a better term, become a more faithful cover of David Bowie. And I'm not taking a shit on it one way or the other. But they're doing their own thing with it.
Church on time, terrified. Church on time, makes me party. Church on time, put trust in God and man, God and man. It's not really what you just about to jar. It's not another way, but never way by mine. But I try. Walks beside, walks on by, get me to the church on time. Church on time, terrified. Church on time, makes me party. Church on time, but trust in God and man. God and man, no confessions, no religion. Don't believe in modern love. Modern love, walks beside, walks on by, get me to the church on time.
Fucking love it. Man, yeah, they really made that their own in a good way, man. I have heard the original version many, many times. A lot of times it's background. I've paid attention to the whole song before, but there were definitely parts in there that, you know, were like, oh man, that doesn't sound like the original at all, and I'm good with that. I love it when bands put their own spin on songs, man, and make it their own. Glitter and Trauma is a really good fucking Biffy Clyro song. Yeah, live Glitter and Trauma. We're going with the Reading Festival version. And I love how they just amp up any studio performance live. This is easily the band I've fallen in love with most on this channel. Doing these reactions. Man. Woo! Pretty sure this is the same show that Golden Rule came from that I did the reaction to, and honestly, that still to this day is my favorite fucking reaction of all time. It is my favorite Biffy song of all time. I don't know if anyone is ever going to come close to that, but just the energy of this fucking show, I am really, really head over heels in love with. I need to get another Biffy live set reaction under my belt, and I'm pretty sure I'm leaning towards there's a Glasgow show or a Barrowlands ballroom show. I want to do one with the crowd. I know there's a Barrowland ballroom show. I think that is a COVID show where there's no crowd. I wouldn't mind checking that out, but I don't want that to be the next one. I want there to be a fun fucking crowd show, you know? And I think there's a Barrowland show or a Glasgow show that is like the Biffy show, you know? Which one is it? Which one? Man, they're fucking slamming.
Let's take
Fucking A, man. Honestly, I was just thinking about like how I have never heard of Biffy Clyro up until doing this channel. Like even how I've never heard their name, like coming up as like a band opening up for another band or something like that. You know what I mean? How come they never opened up for Metallica in the States anyway, or any other fucking like Foo Fighters? I know they opened for Foo in Wembley, but like how in the world did this band fucking escape me? Go. Whorses live Biffy Clyro.
So I've never played that song live before. This song's called Whorses.
Whorses.
He's a hippie now. I cut it off to make you proud. Abuse my limbs until the sun goes down. I don't want to be alone again. Jesus autograph. No handshake or pound the ass. Saving grace was talking fast. I don't want to be born again. I'm ready to take that chance. Put my faith in someone else. Let's use this dynamite. We're only making noises. May the brightness yours, so we can deny who we are. I love you but not today. The darkness felt like a shower. I'm ready to take that chance. Put my faith in someone else. Let's use this dynamite. We're only making noises. Together we stand. We're the power of the cold. Like rain, but it felt like snow. Because wherever we stand, we're the power of the cold. And then it still say no.
His drumming his fucking ass off, man. I was trying to remember this song. It has to be on a Biffy playlist I've created somewhere, shape, or form. But it's so low key right now. Just staying in that pocket, you know. The rhythm section is always fucking fantastic with Biffy Clyro, always. But the drums are totally carrying it. Is that Ben? He said, I think so.
This vision's clear like winds and clouds. Let's use this photograph. He's never even had this chance to believe in something else. Let's use this dynamite. We're only making noise.
God, he's crushing.
We want to affect the chain. We force an electrical line.
Backup vocals too, man. Fuck yeah. They crush it so hard, you know? I'm trying to think of like, especially with that rhythm section, a 3-piece, that, and I don't know if this particular performance, but I know a lot over the last however many years, Mike Van Aert is the touring guitar player, so there is live 2 guitars. But it's 3 guys, just creating that fucking thump and sound. That rhythm section is so fucking good. And the songs that are created around that rhythm section, I mean, they really are the anchor, and then Simon Neil does his thing all around that, and it's pretty fucking awesome. Golly, gee whiz. We're going to check out In the Name of the Wee Man from Reading 2016. Thanks for this request, Laura. And let it rip. I do love this song, too.
Someone to talk to, someone to talk to, someone to talk to.
Yeah, fucking A. Man. I know they're not fucking seen as a metal band, and I don't see them as a metal band. But they're so fucking crushing, dude. It's like, honestly, it's that fucking tone with that rhythm section, that bum, bum. It's one of the heaviest fucking things you're probably going to find. It's so crushing. The fucking rhythm section. You also cannot underestimate like a really good fucking show, like light setup and things like that. I'm not necessarily a fan of something super extravagant. I'm not saying this is not super extravagant. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily want like a huge stage show with dancers and shit necessarily, but like a fucking cool light show, a cool accompaniment to the music, especially at like a gigantic festival like Reading, which I would love to fucking go to someday.
This is all you've ever known. Take a trip, turn it to stone. The more you lie, the stranger you.
Whoa!
We won't be
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Cause we know we can. This is all in there.
don't know why. And it must be just because I don't have this song completely committed to memory, but I'm just like, I don't remember this in the studio version. I might actually just check the studio version once this is over. But it probably is. But I'm just like, I don't necessarily remember this change that I really like. Fucking crushing. Fuck yeah. Man, honestly, it is my mission in life, and it might sound fucking stupid and pretentious to some, but I mean it when I say it, that my mission in life is to turn more people on to Biffy fucking Clyro in the United States specifically. And I've said this many times, and I'm actually not re-releasing, but exclusive Patreon videos only. I'm releasing to the public on YouTube after a year. So the album reactions that I've done, the full-length album reactions, are starting to get released on YouTube. And there was one comment from some dude on one who was like, it's kind of like Weezer. I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, it's kind of like Weezer meets whatever he said. And he's like, called it subpar vocals on Simon Neil's part. And I didn't say anything, and I was thinking of a way to put it and be like, dudes, fucking stick with it. And I hadn't commented yet. And he actually, I think, commented on the subsequent Biffy album reaction, album 3 or 4, I can't remember which. And he's like, all right, you fucking changed my mind. Because this is fucking rad. And I'm like, ha, ha, ha. Totally's working. Totally's working. Let me save this fucking screenshot. A reaction to brand spanking new Biffy Clyro like it premiered on YouTube 5 minutes ago. And I said, stop everything. And this, again, 5 minutes ago, you guys. A Little Love from an upcoming album. Does it say in the YouTube description? Because I am watching the video, but I won't be showing the video because I've gotten rid of some of my editing software. So, that being said, this is the official video for Biffy Clyro, A Little Love. The brand new single does not have album information that I can see, but it doesn't matter because it's brand new fucking Biffy. Mind the Biff. Let's go, you guys. A Little Love. Man, what does it sound like? What is that 80s song? Duh, how does it feel? That fucking song. The wedding singer song? I know who sings it. I know it's not only from the wedding singer song, but what the fuck does they sing that? How does it feel? Honestly, just a little love, man. I mean, let's get all hippie in 2025, and I'm not being sarcastic one single bit. I am subscribing to that philosophy, just living and loving, man, and just love that sentiment. It's like one of those vibes you need at this point in history, actually. It's fucking awesome hearing these guys again, you know. When I completed the album reactions, and I know it's 2021, I think, since the last album was released. And I don't know if there were how many rumblings. I think I maybe saw in the comment section they didn't know if they were going to be back to do anything. But I know Simon Neil went and did Empire State Bastard, maybe some other thing. But fucking, it's awesome hearing them, and it's awesome knowing or not knowing how it's going to sound, and hearing some progression in there. Not progression. That's not the word.
I need composure. You decompose. I guess I'm extraneous to this modern world you chose. This ain't utopia, but it's better than hell. When you can touch it, but not feel it, you can hear it, the silence fell. With a little love, if you want it, we can conquer it all. With a little love, if you're honest, we can defeat them all.
They also have to be one of the best bands ever to just so effectively combine, power chords and such with melody and switching from one to the other and doing it within each other as well. And just fucking one of the best, man. Let me bring that back a little bit. I want to experience that change again.
With a little love, if you're honest, we can defeat them all. Can somebody help me? I can't do this on my own. This time last year it all fell to pieces. Spill my heart, you declared it all meaningless. Can someone embrace me? Can this all be done? When I ask you, you swear that you mean it. Get me the glass, baby, never release it. With a little love, we can conquer all. I forgive all the things that you said, not the things that you've done. With a little love, just for everyone. I wish I could forgive and forget, but the moment is gone. With a little love, if you want it, we can conquer it all. With a little love, if you're honest, we can defeat them all. With a little love, with a little love, with a little love, if you're honest, we can defeat them all. With a little love.
Man, fan doggone-tastic. I'm not gonna lie, I needed this today. I needed this today, man. I said to myself, I don't think said it on a reaction video, but I have a lot of different bands that are my
Magnesium?
favorites, and each one almost have a place in my own personal history, different eras of my life. And Biffy Clyro is one of those bands, a huge era of my life, going online, starting this podcast thing, starting reaction videos, one of easily my favorite band that I've ever reacted to. And that says a lot for me, I guess. Just how much I value rock and roll and how much I need it in my life, and just finding another favorite. And just a huge part of my life, and a huge part of my journey, and a huge part of my day, actually, and it just made my day.
Hey, what's shaking? Road tripping, brother Levi. Hello.
Hello.
Going to see Biffy Clyro. About time. Now, here's the thing, Levi. A little bit about you. You are not the type of person that is going to go to a show if it is somebody you do not want to go see.
This is correct.
Okay.
Well, I mean, depends on who's coming with me. But with you, absolutely not.
So, said that to say this. This is just somebody that had never heard Biffy Clyro before, and I feel really good that I turned this guy on to Biffy.
In a matter of days.
In a matter of days.
Actually, like within a week, I think I listened to their whole catalog and was hooked.
So this is the second
It's not the second delay. This is the delayed date. When the fuck was this show originally supposed to happen in Detroit? December 19th?
December 12th.
December 12th. It was supposed to be December 12th, current date and time. May 1st, 2026. And it's an upgraded show, meaning what? That we had tickets for the Majestic. Is that the name of the video?
So it went from a club to like a theater.
Yeah, so it's now a theater gig, so which is cool. But yeah, we're heading down for Biffy. Nothing of note, a lot of construction. It's a nice fucking day. We're gonna hit Hopcat and then report back with our Biffy review. Dude, I am so fucking excited for this band more than any other band probably except Metallica.
Yeah.
Maybe Foo Fighters. I'm trying to figure out, like, think of a band I loved more in the last, like, 5 years. For sure, none. Oh my God, don't get a car accident, Levi.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, so we just wrapped up Biffy Clyro with headliner. How the fuck do you say that, headliner?
Rue?
I don't know. But they were pretty good. They were pretty decent.
Good. For a two-piece band, they were very young. I would be shocked if they were over 21. But super good, energetic drummer. Very good, energetic front woman. Very good stage presence.
I thought so too. It was very grungy, and it's like I like that band Die Spitz, and that's about young women playing essentially grunge. And I was talking to you, I love it when like young people get into this kind of music. You know, it's my favorite shit in the world, dude. We were talking on the walk back to the car. Could Biffy Clyro have been any fucking better? I mean, we were missing James, the bass player, who I think is in rehab or some other sort of...
He's not there.
He's not there. And I don't know who the bass player was. I think it was the bass player for Simon Neil's other band, Empire State Bastard. I could be wrong. But man, I mean, for a band that I've fallen in love with hard over the last like 4 years, something like that, I couldn't have asked for a better show. I couldn't have asked for a better show.
Getting disappointed, that was for sure.
I think you knew more lyrics than I did. I think you knew more songs than I did. Well done.
That's what I do. I'm an idiot. So I just listen to the songs and learn the lyrics. I have to.
I had a fucking fun ass time, man. I think it was a little short for my taste. I think I could have played longer. Hour and a half.
It was like a 90-minute set.
Yeah, it could have been longer to me, but it was getting hot and sweaty. My feet were starting to hurt, so I'm kind of glad we got out of there when we did. But we're on the drive home, and that was fan-fucking-tastic. I had such a good time, Levi.
I might have got the sniffles a little bit.
You got the sniffles?
During Machines.
Take the pieces and build them skyward. 'Cause I'm starting falling apart. I'm not saving.
That's my honey song.
Aww. Anyway.
My dog.
Oh, I thought. Never mind.
No.
Oh,
Nope.
sorry.
No.
Anyway. Fuck yeah. That's all I got. It was fun.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
See you later.
All right.